weather. People
Yes.
out there, don't get catch ashy people.
It is that time.
The ash is real, right?
This is a daily argument that I
know,
have
right?
with my husband. I'm like, you have to be twice as prepared because the weather is changing. You know?
Twice as lotioned. Remember that, right? So what do we got coming up today? I mean, it's we got our set is all nice and
Yes.
Christmassy. Have you made your list for Santas yet?
I have. You know, I think I'm trying not to be too aggressive with my list. I think I'm trying to be thoughtful this year. I had a lot happen. I got married this year. And,
Congrats.
you know, between most of the people who would buy me gifts spend a considerable amount of money on that. So I'm just trying to sit small. I'm also not giving out big gifts this year. You know, bottles of cider here and there, cookies, you know. That's it. I'm getting creative. Let's put it that way. I'm not on a budget. I'm creative this holiday.
You know, we got to let people know that. Ain't everybody got it this year. I had twins this year, so if you're going to get me something, diapers, formula, and maybe like a night to sleep, right, for me and my wife. Somebody come watch the babies and let us sleep.
But see, I mean, I think that's actually a really great gift, you know, free babysitting services. It's something you would pay at a premium cost for. So that's it. The theme this year is to be thoughtful and creative.
Thoughtful and creative. I asked my sons to make a list of what they want, and it's very simple. One was he wanted $50. I'm like, good, that's easy. But then he also wanted a PS5 and virtual reality headset. He wants a Ferrari. I'm like, okay, let's calm that one down a bit. But we'll see.
I like it. He
Yeah,
has expensive taste.
I like it. Well, we got a great show today. Before we get on, I want to give a PSA that the Bahamas Historical Society is having an open house and book sale on Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the museum on the corner of Shirley Street and Elizabeth Avenue. The public is invited to support. The Bahamas Historical Society needs your support, so make sure you show up for the book sale. And so it's Friday, and what do we got coming up today? We're talking all about World Cup again. The round of 16 is over. It's moving on to the round of 8. Lots of exciting matches coming up. So we're going to ask you, who do you think is going to win the Cup? And we're going to be looking for some of your input. So make sure you tune into our Facebook page and give us your predictions beneath our live video. And we're also going to be talking more sports, getting an update from the Caribbean Baseball Cup being held at the Andre Robinson Stadium, the brand new stadium, the new brand one. I know we christened it earlier. I saw the first home run from one of our Bahamian players, and we got lots of excitement updates coming from that. What do you got coming up?
I am super excited because we have Bijoux Terner here today, and they are here to showcase some of their luxury items that you can purchase at a reasonable price this holiday season. Also, Dr. Kereen Wallace will be joining us to share some of the promotions going on and services available at Doctors Hospital Rehabilitation Center. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Well, who's going to go to weather? You going to go to weather? Kick it to weather.
I think Godfrey's going to go do weather.
Oh, weather's going to go. Godfrey, tell us what's happening with the weather.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. What's first for you comes first for us.
Thank you, Mark, and good morning, Bahamas. And your first look at weather at sunrise. And Mark, you need no double blanket at this time, man. Come on. Anyhow, in the weather we have the high pressure, the down weather feature across the islands. That's going to give pleasant weather over the next couple of days and dry conditions. But we do have that area of low pressure to the east of us. No concern, but it will generate some swells for you boaters and you swimmers over the next couple of days. Some dangerous surf, so be careful as you go there in the boat and you swimmers into the water. Weather today, mostly sunny, warm, a little bit breezy, slight chance of 1 to 2 passing showers, high temperature 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, we're looking at mostly clear and cool conditions, your low going down to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And from regional highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 85 and 76, Jamaica 87 and 74, in Trinidad 86 and 69, and the Turks and Caicos Islands 84 and 70. Across North America, Atlanta 69 and 48, in Raleigh 48 and 38, in Miami 80 and 67, Dallas, Texas 65 and 59, and Toronto, Canada 38 and 32. As we go to the weekend, that high pressure continues to dominate. There's a little weak front will move across us, keeping those cool temperatures in place. But for the most part, mostly sunny, on the mild side, slight chance of passing shower. Temperature daytime will be in the low 80s, at nighttime in the upper 60s. That puts a wrap on your first look at the weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Gabrielle.
All right, thanks, Godfrey. Now, if you want all the dazzle and bling of the holiday seasons, but your pockets ain't that deep, you're definitely going to want to tune into this segment. We are so excited to welcome back Bijoux Terner. They are back to show us all of the exciting gifts that they have lined up for this holiday season. And joining me now is Tanya Hanna from Bijoux Terner. Welcome, Tanya.
Well, Gabrielle, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and here to show us more is Tashay. She's gonna let us see what Bijoux has to offer.
So we have our lovely model here today. So
Yeah.
what are some of the pieces she's wearing today?
Well, she has a clutch and a shoulder bag, yeah, and a kimono. I mean, that's so beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I think I want that myself. And the earrings and hat, and of course the bling bling necklace, bracelets. She looks like she could do well at Junkanoo night, right?
You know,
Or even a beautiful evening out.
I'm really impressed because usually when you think about Bijoux Terner, you think about accessories. You don't think about something that you can actually wear out. So this kimono really, is a great option, and it's a lot of fun.
And guess what? Everything from $6 to $14. So you were talking about affordable.
Uh-huh. I know some people are going to be really happy that that's the deal for their holiday season. Now, just remind everybody, where are your stores located?
We're located at Marathon and Golden Gates.
Okay.
And we have some special shopping hours I want people to be aware of.
Absolutely.
We have, starting on the 12th of December to the 17th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
That's the Golden Gates. On the 19th to 22nd, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
From the 23rd to the 24th, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
And we'll tell you more about Marathon. But
10 p.m. That sounds very Bahamian timing in terms of when we remember that we need to go shopping. Yes, but show me more of all the great things that you have on this table.
Well, you notice we are starting with a little cold front there.
Uh-huh.
So the gloves here and the hat, the tam, that'll do well for those chilly days, chilly nights. And of course, we have the beautiful bling bling necklace and bracelets.
Oh, that's
and
gorgeous.
necklace over here, and beautiful items here. And just like I told you, from $6 to $14, you can't imagine that, right?
So now, is that a holiday special, or is that just your everyday prices?
This is the everyday prices. Yeah, so you can really shop out. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen during the Marathon Mall for the holiday hours. You need those holiday hours. From the 12th to the 17th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. The 19th to the 21st, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then we get a little later on the 24th, Christmas Eve. You can shop until 11 p.m.
Wow.
at the mall at Marathon, starting at 9 a.m. So come on out.
That's awesome. So what are some of the, newer items coming up for this particular holiday season?
We have the line of the children's line over here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So is
where
this
you
a
have
neck pillow?
That's a neck pillow, yes.
Okay.
To rest, and also you have handbags and the backpack.
We have this adorable backpack and this adorable purse.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
And the kimono seems to be a big hit too. Remember what Shay had on? That was beautiful.
Now, are there multiple ways to tie that?
For the kimono, that's yes. She can show you. She's going to be showing you some others when she comes out.
Okay.
And then we have our lovely pashminas.
Okay.
In all colors. All right.
You can't go wrong with these. My mom is the queen of the pashmina, and it's one of those things when you're younger, you don't really have an appreciation. When you go out to an event and you want to look elegant and it gets chilly, you're so
can
happy
just
you have
wrap.
them.
Yes, I'm always using them. I think I have about 50. We really need them, especially in the evening. You can do so many things with it.
Now tell me which items on the table are on your Christmas list.
Boy, Gabrielle, I came in here and I was like, oh my gracious, I think I might have everything. I especially like those little butterfly earrings here. right there. And I said, oh, you know, Davril might like that too.
Oh,
it's in
yeah.
the blue.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm very
And
into butterflies as well.
this is the two, yeah. That
Oh,
looks like you, yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
I
liked
love it
too.
because it's one butterfly, but you separate it. That's really beautiful.
Okay, and Deshay is ready for us
All right,
again.
let's welcome back
You talked
Deshay.
about kimono. She has another kimono on. Yeah. This time we're in the tangerine, orange and greens, and hats. So we have hats, and we have a lot of different types of bags. Okay, this time she's flashing a handbag and a sling, a shoulder sling. And don't forget those beautiful earrings and necklace. Oh, ladies, you can't go wrong at Bijoux Terner.
It's giving, you know, it's
Thank
giving very
you,
tropical.
Deshay.
It's giving island
Yes.
chic. I think it's giving everything we wanted to
Yeah.
give. So I'm very impressed.
And we have unisex watches.
I was just gonna ask, do we have
Unisex
gifts for the men
watches.
here?
Okay, so we have the unisex watch here, and we have belts, ties, hats, and yeah, we have the wallets.
Oh, well, you need the
Yeah,
wallet.
We need wallets. Our men
now,
need
what's
wallets.
the price point on some of these men's gifts?
These are also from $6 to $14. Like I told you,
Really?
everything in the store is $6 to $14. All right.
Oh, wow. So, you know, obviously we're very tempted to wait until the last minute. Again, I feel like sometimes it's the Bahamian way. What is the best time to go shopping at Bijoux Terner this holiday season?
This holiday season, you want to start, you can start as early as 9 o'clock if you want to go down to the Marathon Mall. Or if you want to go to Golden Gates, you can also start at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depends on the day. So if you're for the holiday season, for the Christmas Eve, you can start at 9 or 10.
Okay.
All right.
Now, in terms of how you got to work with Bijoux Terner, why are fashion and accessories so important to you as a person?
I'm in the music industry.
Okay.
I'm always on stage, so I always have to look beautiful and presentable. And then daytime, well, then I'm doing office work, doing business. Yeah.
Now, when somebody thinks, okay, if you have gifts at a price point of $6, of $10, of $12, these can't be good. These can't be gifts. Can't be good. These can't be gifts that are going to last.
Oh,
Speak
they
to
do
the
last.
quality of the items that you're selling.
The quality, the gifts do last. I still have my earrings from last year. I still have a lot of my jewelry that I still wear. Yeah, they last. Oh, see, ta-da.
Yes, let's have a close-up. So are you modeling some
Oh
of the
yes,
Bijoux
see
Terner
the
wares
earrings,
today?
the earrings here, just here. You know, those evenings when you want to go out to that special occasion. They're in all colors, by the way. All right, just like the pashminas, in all colors. You have the purple, the red, the black, the gold, and then you have necklaces to match every outfit, every color. So, lots of colors.
Do you have items that go across the sexes? Could I get something to maybe match with, the man in my life? Or can couples buy things to match?
Yes, because you have the hats. You know, you can have a hat together. Yeah.
And do you find, so I noticed you pointed out the gloves. Do you find that they do well here, even though we have these, you know,
Yes,
a warmer climate?
Do
people wear
we then also in the evening when you're out dining, you need gloves. Going to church, you need gloves. Hands warm. Oh, mine's cold already.
All right, well, just remind everyone of your hours this holiday season and where they can shop Bijoux Terner.
Okay, so for hours, you have Golden Gates, December 12th to the 17th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., 19th through the 22nd, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., on the 23rd to the 24th, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. And for the mall at Marathon, from the 12th to the 17th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., the 19th through the 21st, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 22nd to 23rd, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., and on Christmas Eve, on the 24th, 9 a.m. through 11 p.m. So
Again,
yeah, you can't miss. And if you need to call, you have the store at Marathon Mall is 393-5560. And for the Golden Gates, telephone 341-0411. And you can see Nikki and her team at the Marathon Mall, or you can see Melanie and her team at Golden Gates. Whoa. Those ladies are like Santa's helpers, Bijoux helpers.
All right, well, we want to thank Bijoux Terner, who are definitely being Santa's helpers this year. All the gifts that you need at a price that you can afford, you definitely want to go on down. Tanya, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, you're welcome. Do we have one more?
I don't think so. But thank you for coming again. Thank you for tuning in. This is Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
And it's the most wonderful time.
So the push-to-talk device is a beautiful device. It operates on our world-class cellular network. You can take pictures, you can take videos, you can put your persons in different groups. If they want the engineering team to have a different communication than the finance team or the security team, you can do that with the push-to-talk device. That's not something that you can actually do with a regular communications radio device. We have several different types of devices. There's the 380, the 580 plus, and then there's the 590 plus, which is the top of the line device.
I used to think of the bank as my personal ATM machine. If I wanted a new car, new furniture, a weekend trip to Miami, no problem, just max out the credit card or top up my loan. I was a big baller until I realized that 75% of my salary was going to pay back all those loans. Fidelity's personal financial coaching was the best solution. Fidelity gave me a plan with a debt consolidation loan that has a built-in savings that pays 5% interest. I now only have one low monthly payment plus money in my pocket. Give Fidelity Bank a call at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit any of Fidelity's locations or visit a website at fidelitygroup.com.
With the help of our authorized financial institutions, or AFIs, using sand dollars is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Step 1. Identify your preferred AFI by browsing their websites or contacting them directly. Step 2. Download the free mobile application from Google Play or the Apple Store and then register for a sand dollar account. Step 3. Load money onto your mobile app and begin sending and receiving sand dollars or purchasing and selling goods and services.
We are pleased to be
your central bank approved
digital wallet providers.
It does not matter
which of us you choose.
You can pay for goods and services
wherever sand dollar is accepted.
We are all in this together.
Visit sanddollar.bs for more information.
Welcome back. Doctors Hospital Rehabilitation Centers provide comprehensive inpatient and outpatient physical, occupational, and speech therapy services. Joining me now to tell us more about this is Dr. Kereen Wallace, Director of Rehabilitation at Doctors Hospital Health Systems. Welcome, Dr. Wallace.
Hi, thanks for having me.
We are so happy to have you on Bahamas at Sunrise this morning. So say hello to Rehab at Cable Beach and say goodbye to pain and injury. Tell us a little bit about the Doctors Hospital Rehabilitation Center.
So as you said earlier, we have a lot of different services, very comprehensive services. And specifically at Cable Beach, we offer those same services. So we wanted to sensitize the public that, the same great service you could get at Collins Avenue, we have that being offered at Doctors Hospital. And in fact, we are the only JCI accredited facility on island, which means that our service and standards have been vetted internationally and have been proven very successful. So you're getting the best when you come to Doctors Hospital, whether at Cable Beach or Rehab at Collins.
So specifically, what are some of the specific services that you offer at this location?
So occupational therapy, physical therapy, massage therapy, speech therapy, and we do have exercise therapy. So it's not your regular personal training, for example, with the exercise therapy, but it is a specialized training that is customized to you by our exercise physiologists. We, of course, as I mentioned, we offer speech and language pathology, which, caters to a lot of our pediatric population that suffers with conditions such as autism, speaking impairments, that kind of a thing.
Now, I know you mentioned massage therapy. To the people who think, oh, well, this is just a trip to the spa, this isn't real physical therapy, what are some of the tangible advantages of having massage therapy services?
So, as I always tell people, it's not the fluff kind of massage. We use a massage as a therapeutic tool to treat your injuries and ailments. So you will be assessed, which is what kind of sets us apart. You're not just coming in just to get rubbed down. Actually assess you and see what your problem areas are and formalize a plan for you with our massage therapy services. Our therapist at Cable Beach is licensed and credentialed in the US and she comes highly recommended. She also does neonatal massage, so for your infants, and it's something that she also teaches. So if you want to find out, if you have newborns and you want to find out strategies to help to relax them, to comfort them for sleeping or colic, that's something that we offer as well.
Okay. How much does Relief the Doctor's Hospital Way therapeutic massage sessions cost?
Well, there's a stigma that Doctors Hospital is expensive. It's not. Right? So I just want to leave that out there from the outset, because if you look at our prices, it's very much within a reasonable range. It's probably one of the lower ends. So for example, we have 30-minute sessions that start at $50. We have 60-minute sessions at $80, and then you can get bundles that are even further discounted, like bundles of 5 sessions. So you can access our services at very reasonable rates.
So tell me also about the copay waiver that you're offering.
So in keeping with making sure that the cost and the care is accessible at Doctors Hospital, we are waiving copays for all insurance patients. So if sometimes it's hard to get that out-of-pocket amount to cover your therapists. So there's no upfront cost when you come in. You just come in and get assessed and get treated, for those who are insurance paying. And if you look at even our cash pay rates, they're among the most reasonable. So like our continuing care treatments or follow-up sessions would start at $132, which when you check around town, it's probably the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, I mean, that's very competitive. As someone who's gotten a fair share of massages, not necessarily medical massages, but massages nonetheless, that's actually quite competitive as far as these things go. And being able to, work with a registered clinical physical therapist, that's really just a huge advantage. So definitely, I can verify as a consumer that's quite competitive. What exactly does the free initial assessment involve?
So for all our services, we want you to be able to come in and access the care. So what we've done is typically you need a referral to come in and see us. So what we've done is take that barrier away in that we have in-house physicians that can do a free screen for you, as well as in-house PTs or physical therapists, occupational therapists that can do a free screen to see where you need to go in terms of service delivery. And then, we can initiate the process of treatment.
And can you talk about any other specialized care that you offer at this specific location?
So at this specific location, we take pride in offering our pediatric services. So sometimes when you say pediatric, people think it's, maybe toddlers and up. So from zero, I like to say from 0 onwards, we do provide treatment. For example, I'm an early intervention specialist, so I treat from 0 onwards, anything in terms of learning to walk, learning to crawl. We have, as I said before, speech and occupational therapies that helps with that pediatric clientele as well, to make sure that the kids can function well, and not to forget our slew of neurological conditions that we treat. Your stroke, we're probably the only center on island that has that comprehensive care for stroke patients. So we definitely offer those same services at our Cable Beach location.
Why do you think it was important to have these services offered at a separate location?
Well, at Collins Avenue, sometimes it's a congested area in Palmdale. So, and then we do recognize the need that we have persons from the east that would tend to use that facilities, but persons from the west kind of wanted something closer. So that was a big point. And at where we're located at Westridge Plaza, that's right beside Wendy's, so you can't say you don't know where it is. Right in between.
But don't go to Wendy's first. Skip Wendy's.
No. Yes. So we're right there, and it's a convenient location. It's very convenient.
All right. And how can people get in contact with you if they're having issues of any of the kinds that you mentioned and they want to get service from you? How do they get in contact with you?
Well, I'll start with social media because it's easiest. Yes. You can contact us follow us on Instagram, DH_Rehab, as well as Facebook, which is Doctors Hospital or Rehab page. We have a specific page, and we also have our website. But as well, you can call us at 302-3340. That's our Cable Beach location. And 302-4696 is my direct line. You can call me on that as well for any questions or queries. And lastly, 302-4636, which is our Collins Avenue location.
All right. Well, Dr. Wallace, it has been a pleasure talking with you this morning. I want to say thank you for obviously joining us, but of course for the incredible work that you and your team are doing both at Collins Avenue as well as Cable Beach.
Thank you so much for having me, and season's greetings.
All right. And thanks to everyone who's watching. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Since 1967, Freeport Oil Company Limited has been dedicated to fueling growth and prosperity in the Bahamas. We have been a constant pillar within the country, striving to invest and support our community through the best of times and the worst of times. For us, Full Call represents 21 years of strength and consistency, consistent leadership, consistent growth, consistent customer service. Through it all, we are resilient. Full Call, fueling growth for people.
One thing, two things, blue thing, old things, things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right, and in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
Nassau Agencies Limited is pleased to announce that we are in compliance with the new Price Control Drugs Amendment Regulations 2022. We continue to cooperate with the government as they seek to bring economic relief to our citizens and residents. Nassau Agencies Limited, Distributors of Nature's Bounty vitamins and minerals, nutritionals Ensure, Glucerna, beef disinfectant spray, bark insect sprays, prescription drugs, and health and beauty aids. Nassau Agencies Limited, your quality assured pharmaceutical wholesaler.
The islands of the Bahamas. Fly away.
And welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We are here at the Mid Show. We'd like to thank you for joining us dead early, as always, on this fantastic Friday. I am Mark Daniels.
And I am Davriel Gardner, your co-host for today.
Hi, Davriel.
Hi.
How did the first half of the show go for you?
It was really exciting. Of course, we had the ladies from Bijoux Terner, so I was pretty much shopping. So I think that's a great way to start a Friday morning. Right. And then I also got the opportunity to talk to Dr. Sherwood-Wallace. From Doctors Hospital Health System. She talked about their new location in Cabo Beach. So really exciting stuff. Yeah, Doctors Hospital, they're always doing something new. And like you said, you come down there for real therapy. This ain't you come to get no rub down. Yeah. This massage, they might hurt a little bit, but it's going to work. Yeah, it's going to make you better. Exactly. This isn't a spa, right? It's rehabilitative services. But always love to have Doctors Hospital on and see all the exciting things they're doing. And that Bijoux Turner table was looking pretty bling. I need to catch them in the parking lot before they go to see if I can get that back of the trunk special. Yeah, well, the great thing is they are open right up to 11 o'clock on Christmas Eve. So, I mean, I'm not encouraging you to wait until the last minute, but if you do happen to get caught in a jam, they're going to be open. Yeah, last minute. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Oh, we're excited to be able to join us, and we have an exciting second half coming up. We're going to be talking more about World Cup football, or soccer for, you other folk out there. But World Cup, we're going to find out what's been happening this week and the big matches coming up this weekend, so looking forward to that segment. Yeah, I really want to say something intelligent and articulate about the World Cup. However, I didn't even know it was still going on. But I'm happy for all of the soccer fans. I heard that the U.S. did uncharacteristically well. Yeah. And the really famous gentleman, Ronaldo, is still in there with his team. So, There's some drama going on, so we'll catch up on all of that. And then after the World Cup segment, I'm going to be talking about the Caribbean Baseball Cup happening at the Andre Robinson Stadium, the brand new stadium. We'll find out how our team has been doing and how the tournament is going along. Looking forward to that segment. We're going to go to weather. We're going to check with Godfrey. Godfrey, tell us what's happening with the weather.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. What's first for you comes first for us.
Thank you, Mark, and good morning, Bahamas. And your second look at weather, Sunrise. High pressure will be the dominant feature over the islands over the next several days. But we still have that non-tropical low pressure that's going to generate hazardous beaching and boating conditions over the next 72 hours. So we're asking small craft operators to remain near port because of rough surfs, and you swimmers out of the water because of the rip currents. Winds today, north to northeast at 15 knots, seas 3 to 5 feet over the northwest Bahamas, northeast at 15-20 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Those swells can be up to 10 feet. On Saturday, winds northerly at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet all the islands, swells again up to 10 feet. Then on Sunday, northeast to east at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet northwest Bahamas, northeast at 15 knots, sea 3 to 5 feet over the central and southeastern islands, those swells about 8 feet. Your tides. You can expect a high tide at 8:19 this morning. Your next low tide will be at 2:51 this afternoon, high gain this evening at 8:35. Sunset will be at 5:20 this evening, rises tomorrow at 6:43. UV index 8, your water temperature 78 degrees Fahrenheit, and your moon phase, full moon. Weekend, lovely weekend, so weather-wise, That high pressure continues to dominate across the islands. So we're looking at partly sunny skies, warm temperatures, slight chance of passing showers, though temperature daytime will be in the lower 80s, at nighttime in the upper 60s. That puts wrapping your fall look at weather sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Welcome back. Thank you, Godfrey. We are talking World Cup. The round of 16 is done, and now we're moving into the round of 8. There's been lots of action, lots of upsets, surprises. I think this has been one of the World Cups for the books, and we have our good friend, our super fan, Hercude, Estime, back with us to talk about what's going on with the World Cup. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, before we get on, I got to wish Hercude a happy birthday. He got up dead early this morning to be with us to talk about the World Cup. And a happy birthday, and today you got a big match. I know that you're watching Argentina. So tell us what's going to be happening today in terms of matches.
Hopefully Argentina gives me a early birthday gifts today. So I'm looking forward to them winning. But
who are they playing?
They play in the Netherlands.
Right.
The Netherlands has good defense. So we have a match today. So it's going to be very hard. So.
Yeah, and that matchup is one we're going to look at because they have a history with each other, Netherlands and Argentina. I think Argentina has kicked them out of the round of 16 in previous World Cups, and Netherlands, they're coming for revenge.
We got their number, man. We got their number, man. So.
Well, typically when you see the Netherlands team, if you go back to the days of Patrick Kluivert and in the heyday of the Orange, they are a well-structured team. They play the ball well, very creative on the ball. Argentina, we know as the flashy team, the gritty team of South America. They get physical and they get the job done. So what's your prediction, and give me your score line for Argentina, Netherlands?
Okay, so Netherlands has the best defense coming in, so I'm going to go with 2-0.
2-0. Netherlands win 2-0?
No, Argentina. I got Argentina winning.
All right, hey, I understand. We got to go with Argentina, and maybe they'll give you a great birthday gift this year. Today at 10 o'clock, we got Croatia versus Brazil. Give me your thoughts on that match.
Well, Neymar is back, so I'm happy to see him back and happy that he got his first goal. So the confidence is there. Yeah. Once he stays healthy, I believe Brazil got this in the bag. I can't go against them. Brazil has a very talented team, and they've been doing well this World Cup.
Yep.
And I commend them.
They've been proven why they are known as the Samba Kings. You know, every time they score, we're seeing the dances.
Yes,
Not everybody likes it. It's their culture.
That's them. You gotta play like, if that's how you play, that's how you play,
You play with passion and you celebrate with the same passion that you play with.
For sure.
But they're playing Croatia, and that's not a pushover team.
No, of course not.
Croatia have been runners-up in the World Cup in previous years. I can't remember if they've actually won before, but they're definitely a European powerhouse. What do you think Brazil's going to need to do to get past Croatia?
They just have to keep attacking, Brazil has shown once they keep attacking, they get you to break. Yeah. And he has a lot of attacking, a lot of good strikers and stuff like that, with Neymar and all that. I feel as if they'll be able to, I don't want to say they will run over Croatia, but, they have a good chance, of beating Croatia.
And this week past, there were a lot of exciting games that happened as we closed out the round of 16. I think one of the biggest upsets of the tournament so far was Morocco kicking Spain out. Spain, former World Cup champions multiple years. They're usually the team people watch. They came out firing with, I think in their first game they had, 6 or 7. Everyone expected them to make it to the end, but Morocco found a way to beat them. Give me your thoughts on that.
My personal feelings, I feel as if you leave it to penalties, it's up for grabs, because anything could happen when you leave it up to penalties, a penalty shootout, goalie could get lucky, always not. So, but Morocco was very disciplined, and once you discipline and you follow your game plan, you're gonna come out victorious.
You can be successful. And I think it's a lesson in, people know Spain for that tiki-taka football, which is many touches and triangles, and the triangle is moving, and it's very hard to keep it with Spain, where a typical team may have, let's say, 300 touches in a match or passes. Spain would have 700, 800 to 1,000 touches.
That's a lot of framework that a lot of framework with Morocco do that.
And so Morocco, what they did, they stuck to their tactics. they kept their shape, and they've been disciplined. So I think that's a story of, it's not all about talent, it's about coaching, it's about tactics, and remaining disciplined. Sure. And right now, Morocco is the team to watch. They're carrying Africa on their shoulders.
Yes, for sure.
Although some don't want to claim them in Africa, or they don't want to claim their African. But we claiming you. Use the North African. Use our light-skinned cousins, you know?
Yes, for sure.
And then we got another big match coming up this weekend, and it's going to be England versus France. Now,
ooh, I want to go out on a limb.
Yep.
And I want to say England is going to upset France.
I think that is somewhere within the realm of possibility, but I don't know, man. France,
you don't think so?
I don't know. France got Kylian Mbappe, man.
Mbappe on the boy hot right now.
He is hot. You know, he's scoring goals. He's inspiring.
You never know.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you think is going to happen? Give me an analysis.
Okay, my predictions. My predictions is it's going to be 2-1. I believe they can shut Mbappe down. I believe they can shut him down. I believe they can shut him down, and they're going to try their best to contain him. But France is France. So I can't really go against them. But
France, they are a powerhouse. They are the favorite right now to win. And we're going to see how they fare against England. That's also going to be a very tough match. Doubling back to the Morocco matches upcoming, they're going to be playing against Portugal. Portugal, of course, one of the strong teams in the tournament. They've been winning their matches. But there's also been, you know, some distraction among the team. Cristiano Ronaldo, everyone knows him as their top striker, you know, top goal scorer for Portugal. But right now, he's not in the good books with the coach.
No.
Tell me a little bit about what's been going on.
Well, LeBron, looked like it boiled over from when he plays with Manchester. So it looked like it boiled over. You know, he's been a little bit of a diva right now. But, you know, you got to understand, you know, the youngins coming up, so you got to give them some time to shine. But, you know, sometimes, you know, when you're in that position and you're being, like, pampered for so long, you know, you expect, like, a certain, how could I put it? You expect a certain treatment. And they're not giving him that anymore. So he's, you know, he's responding to that. So.
And, you know, no matter how talented you are, your attitude is
for
really
sure.
what
Your attitude
determines
is very important.
your gameplay, and it's infectious among the team.
Because you look at the difference between Argentina and you look at Portugal. Messi is still on the field, you understand what I'm saying? Because of his attitude, he's very humble. But Cristiano Ronaldo, he's out there. I mean, I have no problem with that. That's his, you know, that's his personality. But do it with respect and be humble with it. So.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's the coach's team, it's the coach's decision. So
yes, for sure.
I don't care what kind of superstar you are. If you're getting the coach bad book, you can be riding the pine. You're going to be riding the pine. So we'll see.
And it shows that he's coachable too, though. It shows that he's coachable too, so, and he's willing to follow the game plan. So
he may not like it.
Yeah.
But, you know, when he didn't start that.
He can sock up a bunch of divas. He don't sock up a bunch of divas, but he still was on the bench, you know.
Yeah. You know? Well, we'll see if they're able to utilize him in the next round against Morocco. They're going to need it because right now Morocco is looking like the giant killers, and Portugal is up next.
Yes.
So in the round of 8, we have exciting matches today and this weekend. It's leading up to the round of 4. We're getting very close to the final. So let me hear, who do you think the final 4 is going to be?
Okay. So I got Argentina playing Brazil, and I got England playing Morocco.
All right. I have to double check the tree to see how that lines up. But I know people have been looking forward to potentially a Brazil-Argentina final.
Yes.
And so
no, I think
they're on the same side of the bracket.
Yeah, they're on the same side of the bracket.
So we're looking at maybe a Brazil-Portugal or Brazil-Morocco, eh? Oh, we'll see. We'll Monday we can catch up and we can figure out. But I want to hear from you, our viewers who've been out there. I want to hear your predictions of who the Final 4 is going to be and who do you think is going to win the World Cup. I know we're supposed to do your predictions from the beginning, but I can make it easier now.
We get some upsets. We get some upsets today.
All right.
I'm predicting some upsets, but not on Argentina's side, though.
So you're going all the way with Argentina straight through, right?
Yes, I'm going all the way with them.
All right, y'all hear that? Hercude has called it on his birthday. He's calling for Argentina. I'm going to stick with France. I'm going to give Mbappe a chance to raise that trophy again. And so let's see what happens at the end. So thank you again, Hercude, for being on. Happy Earth Day again. And thank you for coming up on the show with us dead early this morning, talking about the World Cup. And we can be watching Argentina today. Don't cry now.
I ain't going to cry.
No crying on your birthday.
There's a joy because Argentina winning.
Thanks again. You're watching Mamas at Sunrise. We're talking World Cup. And we'll be right back.
Nassau Agencies Limited is pleased to announce that we are in compliance with the new Price Control Drugs Amendment Regulations 2022. We continue to cooperate with the government as they seek to bring economic relief to our citizens and residents. Nassau Agencies Limited, distributors of Nature's Bounty vitamins and minerals, nutritionals Ensure, Glucerna, beef disinfectant spray, bark insect sprays, prescription drugs, and health and beauty aids. Nassau Agencies Limited, your quality assured pharmaceutical wholesaler.
What do you want from a cloud solution? You want flexibility and edge? You want to modernize applications with the ability to deliver new ones with lightning speed. You want an infrastructure that's automated, secure, cost-effective, and scalable. You want to give the end user the freedom they want with the control you need. You can't get all that from just any cloud. You need something better. You need Bahamas Cloud. Contact the experts today at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
The islands of the Bahamas. Fly away.
Hi, I'm Ria Christina, and I'm super excited to be the new host of You and Your Money, local international banks that has actually been closing some of their branches. It actually gives me an opportunity to share my views, my take on the financial matters. Even when we think about what's happening globally, we still have a lot of work to do in terms of having to educate business owners as to the importance, the economic impact, and how it is that we can look at improving the Bahamian economy. $1 billion. That's how much we spend every year importing food in this country. It also gives me an opportunity to have conversations, and that's meaningful conversations with thought leaders within our community, even having to see how it is that we can work together or even the opportunities that may exist for many Bahamians. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the great conversations that's to come.
Welcome back. The Caribbean Baseball Cup continues through December 11th. Here to provide us with an update of all that's been going on is Theodore Sweeting, Chairman of the CBC Local Organizing Committee, and Secretary General of the Bahamas Baseball Association. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Man, it's good to be back. Good morning, Bahamas. It's been a crazy week for us.
I was going to say, before the tournament started,
you saw jubilee.
And now I can see it's been a busy week. I've been hearing lots of great things. So tell us, how has the tournament turnout been so far?
We've gotten the support of the public during the evening games. The arrival of all the teams was awesome. We had an awesome opening, and the Prime Minister, the Deputy Minister of Sports all came in to support the Team Bahamas and the event to open up the new National Stadium. I think that's the biggest story that will come out of this Nationals. This championships is the opening of our new stadium. Now we can prepare properly for all the future events. The president of Kamkabe made a major announcement again in the stadium that it will now be the home of Kamkabe baseball and tournaments. We're getting set to host another one next year with the approval of the government, and the Prime Minister said, we hosted it to 18 youth, so I'm done. So we got to get ready for that. So it's good, but it's been a really awesome last 7-8 days watching. I think Bahamians got a taste of international baseball once again at the senior level. The team has performed extremely well.
Yeah, tell us about Team Bahamas.
Yeah, Team Bahamas performed. Our first game, we came out with a bang. Yeah. We was able to beat U.S. Virgin Islands. Remember now, we're ranked in the world 54th. Right. And we have baseball players that can really carry us up. The problem with us is we don't go to the international tournaments. So this was really a first major win for us against one of the countries that are ahead of us. And we've been able to compete against all of the countries. Cuba, Curacao. Curacao beat us 12-10. Got an awesome start of the game, was critical. Pitching wasn't there. from my understanding, what was said, he's like a little timid. You got the crowd on there, the adrenaline running, and then we went into a hole, but the boys were able to bounce back in that game, which was really exciting.
And what's important when it comes to sports and a team is one, making sure the team is together, training with each other, but also getting more experience, as you mentioned. The more international matches you play at a high level, you learn from each match and you get better and better. The camaraderie, the chemistry grows. And so we look at this as the kickoff, for this group of players, because this would have been the first time they played together, correct?
It's from they were young.
Okay.
A lot of them played on youth teams together. So, and then they went their separate ways, whether they went to college or went professional. The big thing for us with this whole thing is one, just as you indicated, the team is now starting, our international senior team is starting to come together. We're starting to forge all of the points that are needed for the team. But the most important thing for us with this is we have to get a better understanding of how to get the players released. We had 4 of our top pitchers sitting in the dugout cheering them on, but they can't pitch because they never got released from the Major League Baseball organization. So that's one of the items that we have to work on. We have to see from a communication standpoint, from our level, on what is required for Major League Baseball in advance to make sure that we can get in time for the players to be released so we can have them to compete for the country.
I know one of the games we were looking forward to was going to be very competitive was a match against Cuba Wednesday night. So give us a little play-by-play. I heard there was a lot of action that night, right?
It was an awesome game. I mean, we started off, we were 1-0 with Cuba going into the 5th inning. And what happened, we had to pull the starter. Once the starter got pulled, then Cuba made up that. One of the things that I realized in that game that Cuba learned to respect the Bahamas in baseball. Good. Because they changed their whole game. They always felt like they could dominate, right? They came in the game, runner got on first base, walked, and they went to bunt him over. That's not Cuba baseball. No. Cuba swinging the bat. And so I realized at that moment, they realized that it was in a dogfight. There was 1-0 with the Bahamas going to the 5th inning. I remember now, memories came back to them. We beat them 2-1 at an international tournament in 2006 in Cuba. This is the first time facing them again. Right. So a lot of these things still play around in their minds, and they got to be 2-1. So what happened in the game was, and I think it was in the 6th inning, they already went up 3-0 at that time. And what had happened was, the pitcher that was on the mound, he slipped, but he still threw the ball. And the second base umpire called balk. The runner was on third base. He started to walk home. Now, I'm not sure whether, because I'm upstairs, whether the catcher heard him and the pitcher heard him. But the catcher told the pitcher, tag him. Our pitcher ran over and really actually did a very solid, hard tag and pushed the Cuban player. When he turned his back to walk back to the mound, the Cuban player came back and pushed him in his back. Now, at that time, all the bench was clear. So we had to diffuse that. And umpire did a tremendous job, get all the players back in the dugout, and that was that interaction. And I guess the heat of the moment got to them.
Hey, as an athlete myself, I've been on the soccer pitch, and those moments happen. It's a part of playing at a high level, playing with passion and intensity for your country, and it's something you can move past. It's something you learn about, you talk about in the dugout, and you move on to the next match and put it behind you. So as the competition continues, who's emerging as, I guess, the top team in the competition so far?
Well, the #1 seed going into Saturday is Puerto Rico. We will face them again as the 4th seed. And that's why last night's game was not critical for us. We made up our mind we'd start off the game strong, as we did. We were we were up actually 3-2 going into around the 4th inning. And then the wheels started to roll off. So once we removed our starter, we made up our mind at that time, you know what? Saturday's game is the critical game. We're already the 4th seed. Puerto Rico will let up the #1 seed going into tomorrow's game. And at that time, we said, look, the most important game for us, we win that game on Saturday, we go to El Salvador in 2023. So that's critical for us. And the 2nd seed is Cuba, and then Curacao is the 3rd seed. So 2 and 3 will play on Saturday first. They'll play at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Then you'll come back and watch the Bahamas play Puerto Rico at 7 o'clock. Now, there's some scenarios in there, and I'll try to make it as quick as possible.
Quick. Go.
Shoot it quick. If we lose the first game, that night game, we already know what's going on from the first game. Let's say Cuba wins that game. right? So Cuba will go to the gold medal game, and we lose to Puerto Rico in the night game. Then the bronze medal game makes the determination who's going to El Salvador, because Cuba is already there. So if Cuba is in the gold medal game, that means Puerto Rico will then advance. So the next two teams playing for the bronze will have that opportunity to advance as well. So that's how the scenario
We're
looks.
rooting for the Bahamas straight through.
In both games.
Tell us the time of the match so that we can come out in full support with our cowbell, drum, everything. Float parade.
Let's push Bahamas to El Salvador next year. We start at 7 p.m. Saturday night. All gates lead there. Bring the cowbells, bring the junkanoo music. Let's celebrate them, man. I mean, it's been an awesome event for us to see exactly where we are in senior baseball. And I can tell you, all of the coaches that I've spoken to has complimented the Bahamas on its now matriculation to the top, playing high-level baseball. We've done a tremendous job showing them that we can play at that level.
Well, I just want to congratulate you and your committee, everyone who's been working hard behind the scenes to make this possible. Congratulations to the players. I think I saw a clip of one of our Bahamian players hitting the first home run out of the park.
Yes, Hanna,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations to him, and just the team to continue to do well. Learn from every match, and we're going to push them to El Salvador, not San Salvador.
El Salvador.
I'm saying Puerto Rico to San Salvador. Right? And, so we're going to cheer for them Saturday night, 7 p.m. at the new Andre Robinson Stadium, coming out for the Caribbean Baseball Cup. Thank you again, Mr. Sweeting, for being on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Let's go Team Bahamas, right? All right. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We're talking baseball. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I'm super excited to be the new host of You and Your Money, a local international bank that has actually been closing some of their branches. It actually gives me an opportunity to share my views, my take on the financial matters. Even when we think about what's happening globally, we still have a lot of work to do in terms of having to educate business owners as to the importance, the economic impact, and how it is that we can look at improving the Bahamian economy. $1 billion. That's how much we spend every year importing food in this country. It also gives me an opportunity to have conversations, and that's meaningful conversations with thought leaders within our community, even having to see how it is that we can work together, or even the opportunities that may exist for many Bahamians. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the great conversations that's to come.
And welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We are here at the end of another fantastic Friday, another show. I'd like to thank you for joining us, Dad, early this morning. It's been wonderful having you, and our pleasure. We had Davria with us again this morning. We love to have her with us.
It was great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, hopefully we see you again soon. Maybe we see you again on Monday.
I hope so.
Yeah, just
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. My strategy was, when I first started, was I used to just stay in the parking lot.
Aha.
So when they would open up the studio early, I would just run the door.
Show up.
And I just would be here.
Okay.
Until they told me to come in. So, the parking lot's pretty comfy.
I'll consider that as a strategy.
Good. And just to remind you all before we wrap up, to go and visit the Bahamas Historical Society's open house happening tomorrow, December 10th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the museum and on the corner of Shirley and Elizabeth Avenue. The public, come out and support. The Bahamas Historical Society needs you to make them continue to thrive and be successful. Dav, what are you up to this weekend?
Boy, well, so this is the beginning of the holiday circuit. So believe it or not, I have 3 functions tonight. So I'm going to take a little nap later, really get focused on party hopping.
Yeah.
We have our first Christmas party of the year this evening, and then a family caroling session. It's also my father-in-law's birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
to
father-in-law.
Andrew Gardner Sr. So we'll definitely be spending some time with him as well.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like you got your weekend planned. I'm just trying to sleep, so enjoy your weekend, everyone, and we'll see you dead early on Monday.